from humans, I really want to see like turn 1 champion of the parish, or Aether Vial. Turn 2 like Thalia's lieutenant vialing in something, a noble hierarch maybe. Just really fast, really hard.
Yeah, I think Josh needs a very aggressive start out of humans because I don't think his like discard interaction or Thalia type creatures.
If he knows what Vincent's doing, Meddling Mage can also be very good in this matchup.
Correct, because if he names like Retreat to Coral Helm or Knight of the Reliquary, kind of locks Vince out from going over the top of him.
Yeah, but we're going to see a turn 1 Noble Hierarch here from Josh. Going to get his mana acceleration going. That's going to let him power out this turn 2 Mantis Rider that I think I saw in his hand. And we're going to see the same here from Vincent. Both players just getting their mana set up.
Yep, so going to get a breeding pool there, indicating that he might already have the Coral Helm in hand. I want to see if he can't get there on turn 4. That'd be super hilarious.
Yeah, it would. Well, he could go off as soon as turn 3.
Oh, no, I'm right, yeah, because he has a mana accelerant, excuse me.
Yeah, he could play a turn 2, what's that guy's name?
Knight of the Reliquary.
Knight of the Reliquary, thank you. And then turn 3, retreat to Coral Helm and just win.
Correct, yeah, because he just gets a bunch of land, storms off, and then gets...
So tell me how that combo works, Eric.
So, Knight of the Reliquary says that you can sacrifice a Plains or Forest to go get a land out of your library, and they typically go get a fetch land after they sacrifice one of their Plains or Forests to untap their Knight, and then tap it again from the Retreat to Coral Helm, which says whenever land enters the battlefield, you can untap or tap target creature. And then, again, the fetch land lets them get an additional trigger, so they go get another Plains or Forest, and then untap their Knight of the Reliquary, and then kind of just keep building this up. And it gets +1/+1 from all the lands in the graveyard. I know I'm rambling. It's a long combo. And then they eventually go get the red-green land.
Keswick Wolf Run.
Thank you, Keswick Wolf Run. And then give it XX and Trample, and just kind of run you over with the massive Knight of the Reliquary.
Correct. So, back to the game here. On turn 2, Josh played a Mayor of Aberbrook, which... is a very yeah, that's a nice one. He got in a couple of damage with this Noble Hierarch. Then Vincent replied with the turn 2 Knight of the Reliquary that we wanted to see. Josh here is going to play a Kitesail Freebooter, get a look at his hand, see if he can't snipe a Retreat to Coral Helm or something. There's a Jace the Mind Sculptor, a Retreat to Coral Helm, Spell Queller, Field of Ruin, and Meddling Mage for Vincent here. Regardless of what card Josh takes. Oh, yeah, he's going to take this Jace.
That Jace would have been
Maybe he doesn't know what this combo does, but he might just be dead, right?
If he hasn't landed on taps, yeah, Josh is just straight up dead.
Yeah, no, he does. He has a Field of Ruin, so maybe Josh doesn't know how the combo works?
So if Josh attacks here...
Am I wrong?
I mean, he would have to get... How much damage... How much does the... Aberbrook pumps everything, so he has... What? 3, 4, 5. What's the Mayor? The Mayor is...
Well, even if he can block out of it, isn't it just like...
Well, he has to do now 26 damage, because he has to get over the...
Well, even if he can block through it, isn't he just going to, like, eat his whole board?
Yeah, no, I mean, he's definitely going to combo off here.
Yeah,
so that's definitely happening. Oh, and now he's just... oh, that's right, I forgot. He can just tap everything and then just go over the top. So, yeah, like I said, we're just going to see Vincent combo off here.
Yeah, I guess Josh didn't realize how that worked, because you can't take the... You have to take the retreat.
Right, you have to take the retreat
it sucks leaving a Jace behind, but...
Yeah, it's like I say, he's going to get a fetch land, gets an extra untap, now he's going to sacrifice it.
And you can see Vincent kind of shortcutted it there. Got a whole bunch of lands up to the top of his deck, because he knows how this works really fast.
Correct.
So he's going to float a whole bunch of mana.
Float a bunch of mana, and then just get a bunch of tap triggers, and pump the Knight, and eventually build up to a massive Keswick Wolf Run.
Right.
And just kill Josh.
He doesn't even need to Keswick Wolf Run him necessarily. He just needs to get enough lands out of his deck. Josh is completely tapped out.
No, correct. I mean, if he didn't have enough lands to, like, tap all his creatures, then yes, he would have to get the Keswick Wolf Run, but even floating all this mana is just a nice little pump.
Yeah. That's true. Get him with the rubbins.
Yeah, I was going to say, the rubbins, the daggers.
Yep.
So, yeah, just kind of continue to pop off here. So, I mean...
Yeah, Vincent, he's just going through the motions here. I do believe this game is just over. Josh is completely tapped out.
I like how we've seen every single combo deck here, or at least our first 3 rounds, see all the combo decks go off right away and just be like, yep, I do what I do.
This is what I'm supposed to do.
And
A plus
nothing you
B
can do
equals
about
C.
it.
Yep.
Exactly.
But, if history teaches us anything, humans is going to bring in a whole bunch of interaction and beat him.
Yeah, just going to try and value him out. I mean,
I don't know what the humans deck is necessarily going to have out of its board, though, so we'll see.
or even just main deck, like, he really needs here the Meddling Mage because he can either name Knight or Coral Helm. I don't know if he has, like, any sort of disenchant effect on a human or anything like that, but if he doesn't have any of those interactive pieces, he definitely needs to be on the beatdown plan, like you said. He needs to turn one, the Pumpkin guy, I forget his name, the white guy, for the humans player.
Champion of the Parish.
Yeah, Champion of the Parish. And just kind of get there.
Yep. So Vincent's still here, just going through the motions, tap, untap, tap, untap, tap, tap, sack, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah, I know. We're just trying to fill dead here, essentially, folks.
Yeah.
Just waiting for here to combo out.
I'm just waiting to see him make a source of red and find the Kessig Wolf Run. He might just also put enough lands into the graveyard really quickly. There's probably at least like 14 in there.
At least.
Yeah.
Yeah, so still just continuing to combo out.
Yep. You know how this goes, guys. We've all been there. Got to figure out exactly how to do your combo so you don't mess it up.
And unfortunately, this isn't one of the combos that you can, like, shortcut, unfortunately.
No,
because
you
it's
have
not
to do
infinite.
Right.
Because he only has so many lands in his deck.
Right, it is a finite combo.
Correct. So, I mean, we unfortunately have to watch this and watch him go through it. I mean, it's not super awful, but, it is, a bit of a tactile thing. I do appreciate him, putting all the lands on top of his library, essentially, and just, feeding them out really quickly. I appreciate the shortcutness. 9,
10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, I believe I counted. Either 16
and
or 17.
2-2.
And there it is. He's going to scoop him up.
Yep.
So I really, if I had to put money on it, I would guess that Josh just wasn't clear on what the Retreat to Coral Helm exactly does.
Yeah, like I said, I think the Jace was definitely a mistake in taking.
Yeah.
So looking at the sideboards, we see from Josh, he has a Campbell Console of Allocation, Sin Collector, 2 Dampening Sphere, 1 Gaddock Teague, 2 Knight of Autumn, 2 Auriok Champion, 1 Dismember, 2 Whirler Rogue, interesting, 1 Dire Fleet Daredevil, and 2 Izzet Staticaster. What do you like?
I like the 2 Knight of Autumns. I like maybe the 1 Dismember to snipe the Knight of the Reliquary before it gets too large. Maybe Gaddock Teague?
I mean, it negates Coral Helm, and then,
No, Coral Helm's a 3-drop.
Is it a 3-drop? I thought it was a 4-drop.
Maybe it is a 4-drop.
I'm going to double check that. Can we bring that up? I'm pretty sure it's a 4-drop.
So if it is a 4-drop, you definitely bring it in.
Definitely hits that out. And then, too, I mean, some of these Bant decks do reach for bigger things. Like, we see over there, like an Elspeth and some other bigger things, like maybe a Gideon, too.
So what's Vincent got?
So, looking over at Vincent's sideboard, we see 1 Elspeth Sun's Champion, 1 Blessed Alliance, 1 Timely Reinforcements, a Bajuko Bog, 1 Settle the Wreckage, 2 Negate, 1 Disdainful Stroke, 1 Vendelian Click, 2 Knight of Autumn, 2 Stony Silence, and 2 Dampening Spear.
I like the Settle the Wreckage. I like the Bajuka Bog. No, I don't like the Bajuka. I just had to say it because of that misspell. I like the Timely Reinforcements. Maybe Blessed Alliance.
I like Elspeth Sun Champion because it does go over the top of all the humans.
Nah, I don't like Elspeth in this matchup. I think that's more for like Jaw under control. I don't think we're going to turn 6 here. I think that you just want to do your combo, maybe interact a little bit, and then...
But, I mean, the thing about this deck, though, that outside of being, like, a combo deck, it is still just fair, like, Todd Stevens, like, Bant value deck.
Right, I get that. It does play that role, but for this matchup, I don't want to see you be on the Elspeth plan. I want to see you be on the I'm going to combo, and I'm just going to, like, interact with your board a little bit plan.
I mean, because he's still a fair deck. That's the only issue. Josh's response to that game was, "Man, I died."
Yeah, you did die, Josh.
Yeah, I mean, shame on him.
Good analysis.
Shame on him. Or not shame on him. No, shame on his ignorance.
Yeah, that's fair. The blatant misstep of taking the Jace over the Coral Helm. And I mean, I get it. You know, that card's not the most intuitive if you've never seen the Bant Retreat deck go off before. And that is a possibility. You know, if you've never seen the combo happen, you may not know exactly what he's trying. You're not going to know what he's trying to do.
No, exactly. I mean, and again, that was his game to not lose, essentially.
Right.
He had that choice, you know.
Well, you know, and I know, like, from Josh's side, you see the Jace and you're like, oh, man, I just have to take this Jace over this stupid enchantment, right? If you've never seen the Coral Helm deck go off, so...
Right. And definitely, you know, rule of thumb that I've seen from other people is that if you have to read the card, you should probably take it because that card is going to do something relevant to this deck and this deck specifically.
Correct.
And Josh kind of learned that the hard way. Died on turn 4. Did we ever bring up Coral Helm? Retreat to Coral Helm at all?
Right. You know, you can look at the Jace after you see these creatures and say, okay, this Jace is like, it's a value card in this deck, but I've never seen this enchantment before. Why would he be playing such value cards like Knight of the Reliquary? It is a 3-drop.
Okay.
And Jace the Mind Sculptor and Noble Hierarch, and then this stupid enchantment. Like, why is this here?
Right.
You know, that's got to be how your mentality is if you've never seen a card like this, in my opinion.
Because, like, Scry 1, that's all right, but, like, this tap, untap, that kind of strikes me as interesting.
Right, it reminds me of, like, Horseshoe Crab, the most degenerate card in Cube.
Oh, the Pickle Lock, right?
Yeah. There's a lot of stupid shit you can do with that card. So we're getting ready and shuffled up for game 2 here. I still prefer Vincent's side of this matchup, honestly. I think if both players are doing what they're trying to do, Vincent's just going to win.
No, exactly. Because, I mean, it's, again...
Unless there's a bunch of meddling mages. Continue.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of on Josh to, you know, interact specifically. Because, again, he needs a meddling mage to be named on either Coral Helm or Knight of the Reliquary. Or he needs to have a... Kite Tate a freebooter in order to reach out and grab, you know, the Coral Helm as well.
So you can see here, Josh actually has a pretty good opening hand. He's going to have a turn 1 Vial into a turn 2 Meddling Mage. Vincent's going on to a mulligan, and if I had to guess from Josh's side, you probably name the Knight of the Reliquary.
I mean,
this Meddling
this
Mage.
Early on, yeah, no, exactly. Just keep them off as creatures. So, anyways. Yeah, no, I definitely think here if you can slam a Meddling Mage right away, I would definitely probably just name Knight of the Reliquary as that gives you time to set up and that keeps the creature off the board so you can attack in with your guys because, again, you need to beat down.
Right. So Vincent's here. He's looking like he's going to keep this 6. He is. Scries that land immediately to the top, which is what he needed. And there's that turn 1 Vial that I was talking about. So we're going to see a turn 1 tapped land here from Vincent and just a passing of the turn. I don't think that leaving that land tapped is correct. I think you're supposed to shock it into play there for this Meddling Mage. You know that it's coming. You know that there's going to be a turn 2 play. I think that you shock it. Because when it comes in, if you think it's going to name path, you want to path it before...
No, once it enters play, you can't do it.
Oh, you can't. It's not a trigger?
Yeah, no.
Okay.
It's a once this happens.
Oh,
it's like Aether Vial. Once it's activated, it happens.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, no. So it's like a clone effect. It comes into play. So
gotcha.
Oh, but we're gonna see a
Meddling Mage from Vincent here. Yeah.
So Pakula v Pakula. Here we go.
So I can't really tell what those are saying. So yeah, Josh is named Path to Exile,
and Vince is named maybe Path to Exile as well. We're waiting.
You know what? If I had to, I'm gonna wager either Kitesail Freebooter or Mantis Rider.
I like those names as it keeps off aggression and it keeps off interaction.
Reflector Mage. Okay, that's another good one. That's another one, yeah.
Interesting.
You know, that says to me that he's probably got a Knight of the Reliquary in hand and he wants it to stay in play.
Well, I'm saying, like, from, like, getting blown out potentially.
Yeah,
or, like,
with that Aether Vial there.
Yeah, exactly. Or getting delayed a turn. Yeah, it makes complete sense.
Well, even I guess, that it's not going to protect him from the Aether Vial, though.
Vial gets around Mage.
Yeah, that's what I'm just thought about it.
Yeah, so... Yeah.
Oh, there he goes. He's got a Knight of Autumn, though, for this Aether Vial. It's going to be perfect. So he is going to have something to vial in here.
If he throws out.
Values Lieutenant. Not the worst. Not the best, honestly, though.
But going to help get his aggression on.
Yeah, it's only going to put one counter on it. It will get bigger, though, eventually.
Soon.
Mm-hmm. So if I had to guess, we're going to see a Mantis Rider here, because I think that's what's in his hand.
Yeah, I definitely wanted to see Josh put the pedal to the metal and just kind of get going here if he's not going to have any sort of interaction outside of this meddling mage. That top deck hates Josh.
I guess we're not going to be playing a Mantis Rider here. We're going to combat for 3.
Okay.
I'm going to put Vincent down to 13.
Knight of Autumn.
Knight of Autumn of his own.
Probably get a little bit bigger here.
Make a 4-3.
It's not too bad.
No, I don't know how I feel about it, though. If I couldn't tell if that is a Mantis Rider in his hand, but if it is, that's got to be the play, right?
I would agree. Because it's more immediate damage.
Hit for 6. Present a must-kill threat.
Well, and it flies, too, because this Knight of Autumn can easily get outclassed by Knight of the Reliquary.
It is. Is it 2 Reflector Mages, Dan? As I know one of them's a Reflector Mage. I don't know what the other card is.
Well, Reflector Mage isn't bad here, but it's...
Well, he can't do it. He can't cast it. Oh, it's a land. Okay, thank you, Dan.
You can cast Reflector Mage.
No, it's Meddling Mage.
Oh, because you blew up the vial.
Yeah.
Mage in a land.
So, Vincent is a little bit behind on board, but I still like his position here if he has, depending on what's in his hand.
Shake my head, LOL. So yeah, I mean, Josh is just gonna have to start turning sideways here.
Yeah, I like playing this Noble Hierarch and then getting in with just the Knight of Autumn, honestly.
Correct.
Okay, I guess if he wants to trade this Thalia... No, I don't like attacking with that Thalia's Lieutenant, because that thing can get bigger. I like just serving in with a 5/4 Knight of Autumn.
Yeah, and just, trying to either force a trade here or put him on a 3-turn clock at least.
Well, if it's a trade, it's a double block, which unlocks this Reflector Mage, which, Vincent's not going to allow that. And the thing is, this Thalia's Lieutenant with one more human now can go over the top of both of his threats.
No, exactly.
So the attack with the Thalia's Lieutenant kind of puzzles me.
Yeah, it's just kind of a throwaway, unfortunately. I mean, sure, if you want to trade off a creature, but...
Oh, and he's going to offer up their Meddling Mage. Dramoka's Command.
Spicy.
Man, get him. Wait a minute. Is he really going to allow this Meddling Mage to die?
Maybe?
Oh, and a path to exile.
See. Okay.
They are going to trade.
Interesting.
I don't know about that. I wanted to put a counter on that, on the, the Meddling Mage.
I guess he doesn't care about Reflector Mage now, because now he can't get blown out at instant speed.
Well, I think the play there is have the guy fight with the Dramoka's Command, and then put a counter on the Meddling Mage and save it in combat.
You choose 1 or 2 modes.
It's 2 modes.
It's 2 modes. Yeah, I like that better.
So I don't know what other mode he chose, but that definitely seems like the play to me.
Well, it's the one I confirmed with you last round, or in round 1.
Yeah.
So, or round 2. No, round 1, yeah.
No, I cast a lot of Dramoka's Command in his format. Now you see, there it is. He's getting blown out by that Reflector Mage, which he wouldn't have been able to cast.
Mm-hmm. The human's just going to get down on the beatdown here.
There's that timely reinforcements out of the board. Gonna gain him 6 life and put some dudes in the way.
Definitely buy him a few turns here and build up. I think you also see, a Tireless Tracker in his hand as well.
Yeah, so he's got a Tireless Tracker, that Knight of the Reliquary, and then 1 unknown.
So just, start accruing some value there, but... I mean, if he just plays Knight here, Knight is still only going to be a 2/2 because there's no lands in his graveyard.
There's that Kite Sail Freebooter. Ooh, 2 Knights.
Can't take nothing. But I definitely like deploying Knight here.
Yeah, it was Reflector Mage, but yeah, he's gonna be able to on his turn.
Yeah,
now.
that's what I'm saying. Like coming up here, definitely like deploying.
Unless he draws a land, then I like playing the Tireless Tracker.
No, correct. I think if it's just straight, if he draws just like another spell, definitely play the Knight. If he draws a land, yeah, especially a fetch land here, definitely get after the Tireless Tracker.
Really, all Vincent's looking for at this point is a retreat to Coral Helm.
Well, then what's nice too is that if he leads on the Tireless Tracker and he gets the Knight online afterwards, or if he plays the Knight this turn, he plays a Tracker, then he can just start like getting a bunch of clues from just activating the Knight. So that's pretty nice.
So
too.
there he is, just gonna run out a Knight there and say go.
Mm-hmm. You'll probably follow it up with the Tracker afterwards and start getting a bunch of clues.
We'll see. So the board being at parity the way it is, I think very much favors Vincent if all these players are doing is saying draw go. No. So I think that the onus is going to be on Josh here to break the stall open, which that Noble Hierarch is actually going to let him do with this Champion of the Parish, because it's going to let him swing in for 3 in the air here. Mm-hmm. I kind of honestly like going in with the Champion of the Parish as a 6/6.
Yeah, just either...
I mean, it's going to get chumped. But, like, you have to work your way through these ground creatures eventually.
Yeah, because, I mean, just
serving in for 3 in the air is...
Right, yeah, it's not going to, get there, unfortunately, because Josh is either going to find his combo piece or this Knight of the Reliquary is just going to get so huge and get out of control.
Right, so we're going to see this Tireless Tracker here.
Like I said, now he's probably going to start, like, grinding out, getting some clues here, getting a little bit bigger, kind of making it a little bit harder for Josh to get across the ground.
I'm really hoping he has a land.
Mm-hmm.
Still just looking for that retreat to Coral Helm. There it is. There's a
land.
Tapped land.
Trigger. I think he was thinking about whether or not he should shock it in to crack the clue.
But
it doesn't really matter because he's probably going to get a fetch land anyways and then take one. But then, I don't know. It really depends here.
I was going to say, yeah, I don't think you have to shock it since you have the Knight.
Right. I mean, just go get like an untapped basic forest here and just hold up. Oh, can I get the fetch land, make more clues. So just grind it out here.
Get as many lands out of the deck as possible so that these clues are maximally efficient as far as finding your retreat.
Well, then it comes back down to, he's going to start coming up the ground.
Yep.
How, even if he's going to come over for 3 every turn.
Oh, and there's a Voice Resurgence.
Oh, Vince is just going to get too big. And that Voice Resurgence is awesome.
Yeah, now you can't attack on the ground anymore, that's for sure.
Right. So, Josh needs a Reflector Mage to get rid of that Voice Resurgence so he can start attacking on the ground, but
the thing is,
Tracker's going to get too big.
If he leaves this... if he goes after a Voice Resurgence and leaves this Knight in play, he's just going to lose to any top-decked Coral Helm.
Well, that's what I'm saying. So he can't attack on the ground because the Voice Resurgence is going to get massive. The Tireless Tracker is going to get massive. The Knight's going to get massive. So what is he going to do? Like, what's his game plan here?
His game plan here is to hope that Vincent does nothing for the next 3 turns.
And I don't think that's a feasible option for Vince if he wants to win this game of Magic.
And then for Josh, that's not a reasonable plan.
No, I think he's going to play some cards and spells.
Yeah, no, that's really the only out Josh has, though, is to just have Vincent say go.
Yeah, I mean, what else is he supposed to do?
Right.
I mean, if I'm going to sit here, I'm just going to sit here content, grind out some more clues, draw a bunch more cards, like, just use my mana efficiently, Here he is going to start cracking some clues, drawing some cards.
Yep.
Because, I mean, if he just runs into a Coral Helm at any point, again, just DED.
Oh. Fetch land, clues.
More clue. I like this interaction. Tireless Tracker, probably, like, top 10 most powerful green cards ever.
You think so?
Top 20. Top 20. Okay, sorry. I was going to say 15, but that's a little ambitious, too, so I backed that up.
I would accept 15.
My bad, chat. 15's a little ambitious, I feel, but I could see it.
What do you think, Chad? Is he wrong? You guys are just ungodly quiet tonight.
Yeah, I know. It's a shame.
Shake my head.
And we out here.
You guys are boring. I don't even know why we do this. We sit here all night working our butts off, commentating, setting all this shit up so you guys can, like, not talk to us.
Shame.
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 Gonna walk you down, throw poo at all you.
Yeah.
No. Terrible.
All right, back to the game. Go call Alex Gargamel.
Fine. Where is he? Is he here? I'll go find him after this game.
So, still just doing tireless tracker things over here.
Do it. He is.
Should be good memes.
I'll just try, like, can we restream it? It's like when we go to break, I'll just, like, video chat it. Like, you won't tell me to call you Gargamel. You're Smurfs. They don't like you.
It's a real big tireless tracker and Knight there getting in for quite a bit of damage.
So this voice resurgent is going to sit there and just kind of laugh at Josh.
Yeah, nice 4-4 champion of the parish can swing in for 6. Who cares?
Yeah, that's real cool. I'll sit here and be content. I mean, and he does have the Chris Pakula in his hand. That's probably going to name Coral Helm, but what's the point? I mean, anything else here, what does it really matter? Because it's just going to get swallowed up.
Even the Coral Helm doesn't even matter now.
No, because he's just going to value him out.
Creatures are just enormous.
Yeah, it's like I told you. Like I definitely like bringing like Elspeth Sun's champion here because it's just like, what are you going to do against this? This is a big fair deck.
Check this out. He can't even cast Elspeth Sun's champion on this board. Like he doesn't have enough mana, so
he will.
Well, why would you even need it? You're so far ahead.
I'm just saying, like, it wouldn't be a bad option to bring in.
Sure it is. It's a terrible option.
Why do you hate me?
Because you're not
I'm turning away from this game. We're going to talk about our personal relationship.
Why do you hate me?
We're done, chat. I'm sorry.
Doesn't agree with one card. Hate me.
Hate you. Hate me. I want to go home. I don't know why I agree. It should have been dredging round 1.
Yeah, he does. So he names, what is that he named? Knight of the Reliquary, because he knows it's in his hand.
Well, he already has one out there. Is that to settle the wreckage in his hand?
Yeah, it is.
Ooh, doesn't matter because I think he's just going to start swinging with this Knight, swinging with this tracker. I want to draw more cards.
Itty bitty kitty, if you could only choose one, what would you choose? Reflector Mage or Meddling Mage? What do you mean by that?
Like, keep one, cast one, buy one, flip rip one. Well, that's not a choice.
I'll flip rip the Meddling Mage all day.
Both.
Yeah, rip them both up.
Together.
Yeah, at the same time. Get the twofer. Both foil. Alright, we're in combat, I think.
Probably.
We can't start not paying attention in round 3.
No, I know this is getting bad.
Yeah. Alright, back to the game here.
So, yeah, in combat here, I mean, again, just swinging over for 3. The race is close, but you might just get there to play.
I would rather be playing Reflector Mage.
Yeah, it's more interactive. Like, Meddling Mage is very specific, unfortunately.
Yeah, just as a general rule, cards that affect the board affect the hand are just better for competitive play.
Correct, especially with Lightning Bolt running so rampant right now. Everything is such a liability. So we slowly...
Josh doing math, seeing if he's just dead, seeing if there's any way out of this. He found a Mantis Rider off the top here, which he can get in for 5 with, and it does leave a blocker back. So he is still in this game.
Well, he's going to push here. It's going to get chumped. The bird's going to chump, yup. And then, I don't know, Vince just needs to find probably a removal spell here to get past that knight, or get past that champion. Because the Flyers are just actually going to overtake this game if he can't do anything. So, you know, Josh kind of trying to figure out attacks here. Definitely
have to get in. I think you just go in with the Mantis Rider.
You have to push.
You just send in with the Mantis Rider. This Kite Sail Freebooter is now on 1/2 blocker duty. So yeah, you're gonna see the chump here from the Birds of Paradise.
Yeah, so I keep his life total relatively high.
Vincent's gonna draw his end step with another clue.
Start cracking these clues.
He's got like 5 cards in his hand. He's just living the Bant retreat dream.
I mean, he just needs a way to deal with...
Hierarch is better.
Which has been your opinion? Birds or Hierarch? hierarch as it makes your attackers better.
Yeah, it makes your attackers.
I mean, that's why humans plays it over. I mean, obviously because it's a human, but you know. Oh, you can hear me now?
A little better, yeah.
How do I sound? How's my beautiful voice?
That's better.
Okay. Well, so we see Vincent just, kind of smash in there and just gobble up Josh. Just wasn't able to, get big enough and go over the top of him, unfortunately.
Let me get back in here.
Oh, yeah,
what's up, big baby girl?
Hey. So, let's get back into frame, boys and girls.
Right.
Just kind of look at the screen now, look at y'all, so
that match honestly went how I thought it would. The Bant retreat deck seems very heavily favored. That's kind of the exact matchup that he wants to run into.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So
yeah, because humans just can't properly interact with it because it's just a bunch of fair cards, and he's just going to get bigger than him because he has better value than him.
I'm going to send him in so you can...
Yeah, no. Go ahead and bring him in. So, do a little quick interview here.